Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now um this video, it's going to be an introductory video. So a couple of weeks ago, we had an event, okay, where I work at SmartHub. We had an event. It's about how to write fast and beautiful code. Now, during the event, I actually recorded everything we did, and my intention was, after recording, I'm going to maybe take care of the audio and then post it on YouTube and also send it to those that attended the event. But it turned out that the audio was very poor. I couldn't even hear anything from the audio. Okay, the video was cool, but the audio was very poor. So I decided, why not just make a collection or a series based on that event, where I'm going to make each video to be about a particular point that we highlighted on how to write fast and beautiful code. Okay, so my name is George B. Smith. I'll be taking you through this session, and in this video I'm not going to write any code. Okay, I'm just going to explain the concept on writing fast and beautiful code. Now, whatever concept I'm going to explain here, majority of them, to be precise, is not going to depend on your programming language. It doesn't matter the programming language you're using, you can actually make use of this concept. So I'm going to generalize most of the concept I'm going to use demonstrate here. Now, for demonstration purpose, I'm using the Python programming language. Okay, but I think sometime in the future I'm going to use some other languages to explain what concept or whatever concept I'm going to have here. So that's why I said it is not programming language dependent, so it doesn't depend on Python, though most of the functions I'm going to be using might be functions that are just for Python. But in your own language, if you're so fluent in your language, you can have a similar implementation in your language. Okay, so that being said, now when we talk about writing fast and beautiful code, how are we going to do that? That's the first question we ask ourselves. How do we write code that is fast and also looking nice? When you say the code is beautiful, it means it is actually easy to read. Okay, it is easy to understand, and it's still doing the work very well. So how do we take care of this? Now, what we basically do when we want to write beautiful code, it all boils down to you using data structure. Okay, a good use of your data structure. And also, when you have your algorithms, how do you optimize these algorithms? Now, when you talk about algorithms, generally we are looking at, it's not just what you do before you write your code. Even the code you've written is an algorithm. So once you've written this code, how do you make these codes to work better? Okay, that's simply what we do here. So what kind of data structure do you use? Are you meant to use a normal array, okay, a sequence, a list, a tuple, a set, a hash map, which is dictionary in Python, which is something like your objects in JavaScript, and then you have other implementation, map in some other languages? What kind of data structure are you meant to use to implement this? Okay, now if you want to use these things, now the one question you ask yourself is, okay, whenever you want to write code, since you want your code to be beautiful, should that always be the first thing on your list? Should that always be what you have at heart whenever you're trying to write a program, whenever you're trying to tackle a problem? Should the first thing be that you want your codes to be beautiful? I think we are going to find out. But it turns out that that's not going to be the first thing on your mind. Now, why is that not going to be the first thing on your mind? Basically, when you're looking at the question, you just want to write some codes that is going to take care of the issue. That's what you want to do. After writing this code that is going to take care of the issue, you can come back and then modify the code. Okay, so that's what we have here. Just write a code. We call those kind of code dirty codes. So this dirty code is going to do the work. It's going to do the job for you. Now you know that you have a working code. Now what you can do now is to come back and then optimize the code. For the fact that the code is working, you come back and then you optimize it. You optimize it by, number one, looking for some things that are going to reduce the amount of lines you have, going to occupy less amount of memory. That's another thing you're looking out for, and going to be readable to everybody that is going to look at your code, or almost everybody, including yourself. So these are the basic things we have to do in order to optimize our code. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be just an intro into what you should be seeing. So in the next video, we are going to be looking at the first thing we should do, which is going to be you making use of inbuilt function instead of trying to write the code from scratch. So I'll give us some examples, okay, lovely examples that you're going to. It's not about, it shouldn't be just about you optimizing the code, but in the process of you trying to optimize the code, you're going to learn some things that are new. Now, it doesn't matter your level of programming. You're a beginner, you're intermediate, you're also advanced. I think you're still going to learn something cool from this series. Okay, now if your language is not the Python language, okay, you're not using Python as a programming language, and you won't really enjoy this series, okay, our advice, you just take you go through my series. I have a series on Python fundamental. Okay, I'm going to link it down in the description below. So you go through that series, understand the fundamental concept of Python. Then when you come back here, I'm going through this code I want to show to you, or this series, and the videos that are coming in, it's going to make a whole lot of sense. But if you're already fluent in any programming language, then whatever I'm going to do here, it doesn't matter if it's Python or not, whatever I'm going to do here, it's going to make a whole lot of sense to you. Okay, because when you're looking at my code, you can easily picture how you can carry out that same implementation in your own programming language. So that being said, if you have any comments, okay, put it down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you're going to be hinted whenever I have new videos coming up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.